Hello, welcome back to Nine Little Aussies. This is a very rushed, less than perfect update because I just can't seem to get my act together. Just finished milking and kind of running late with the milk today. She's having a drink and it's just chaotic. Life is just a little chaotic right now and has been. I think we're not really in the full swing of having a cow. We've had the flu go through the house, so that doesn't help matters, I guess. But I am loving milking. I really enjoy it, actually. It's just quiet and peaceful, and she's really good, like 99% of the time. The only time she's given us any trouble, and it's not really trouble, is just getting a little stroppy with wanting to get to the feed quicker than, like, she wants to take off at a gallop. And I'm like, no, you can walk over there. But honestly, that has been the only thing. So I wouldn't let the small children lead her because she can pull a bit. And she would just pull them over. But the teenage boys are fine leading her. They're stronger than I am. Hey, Matilda. But she is so quiet and she's such a good cow. I would say we had her hoofs trimmed, and that was definitely necessary. We just had a kind neighbor help us with that. We didn't want to get her, number one, it's expensive to get a proper, like, official hoof trimming person in, but it's also, you have to put them in a chute and tilt them up on their side, which isn't, like, really ideal for them, for dairy cows. So we elected this friend said he would help. We actually don't know them very well, but my husband had met him a couple of times. He has beef cattle and a property not very far from here. And he came and just trimmed them as she stood there tied to the tree with a pair of, like, hedge trimmers. She's so quiet. She's so quiet. And I think that has really helped her. Probably if we had her tilted up, we could, file them back and everything and do more of a job. But it's been enough for now. Less is more, less intervention. And we'll see how they go. Just enjoying her breakfast after her milking. So it has been a really overwhelming season. I feel like that word gets so overused, but about a week ago, I said to my husband, man, I'm a bit worn out. Like, this past year and a half or whatever it is that we've been here it's been pretty full on and pretty tough. I'm not talking overwhelming as in it's not traumatic or, like, I have lived through trauma. I have lived through earth-shattering trauma that leaves you shaken to your core and takes you years to recover. I'm not talking about that. This has not been traumatic. It's just been, so I don't want to belittle anyone who's going through a traumatic season, because this has not been traumatic. It's been good, but just full on, I guess. Really, really exhausting and full on, and kind of feeling like we're treading water and not getting anywhere sometimes. And I was bemoaning the fact of all the things I haven't done and all the things I'm behind in to my husband the other day. And he said, wait just a minute, just wait. I just want you to take a minute and think about all the things you have done in the last 12 months or a year and a half or whatever. And he said, because we have done a lot. There's still a crazy amount to do. Yes. And we're still getting our feet on the ground financially. Yes. But we have to stop and actually look realistically at what we have done. And when I did that, I actually wrote it out. I wrote a list and I'm like, oh my goodness, that was really encouraging. I'm glad that I took the time to do that, because I didn't realize, like, it was a full page long of things that were new things, new skills or new experiences, or like new things that have taken a lot of time and mental energy. And I didn't really realize how many, because when you're in the, I don't know that there's an Australian word for this, but the Americans say hustle a lot. And that's what it's been. It's just been a hustle. Like, go, 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 go. Don't stop. Don't, like, just go, go, go. Since we landed, it's been that. I don't know. Just a lot of hard work and a lot of faith walking. And it's good. Like, it's really good. It is not bad. And we are so grateful for so many things, to be on this property with my in-laws and able to just support them, and building a little homestead here, and slowly getting into the community. It's been really good, but I was just worn out the other day, and I think honestly that's why we've all gone down with the flu. I'm just like whew, you know, need to take a breath. But when I wrote it out, I was like, oh my goodness, there is a lot. So in the last 12 months, I guess, well, we've done the milk cow, that's just recent. And even though I grew up on the land and had milked before, most of the milking I had done was on the dairy, helping my dad, you know, machine milk. All the hand milking he did, I didn't do that. I just watched him. So that's a whole nother thing when you're the one responsible. But learning to pressure can, and water bath can, and learning to make jam, and learning to forage, learning the different herbs and things that are here in our area. What else? I'm not going to remember it all right now, but I wrote this list out and I was like, man, that is like a whole page long. And it just made me pause and realize, and I mean, how many people are living in overwhelm without taking a minute to count the wins? Because yes, we are a long way from there, and yes, we have so much that is not done. Every time you look around on our farm, it's like, oh man, I gotta do that, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. I haven't done that yet. But I think it was just so encouraging to me to stop and count the wins. Starting a micro bakery, that was a really big thing, and it's going really well, but it's a lot of work, and it's not like, you know, it's been a learning curve. It's been really great, and I'm continuing with it and enjoying it, but it's been a learning curve. Had to teach myself a lot of new recipes. The gardening, learning to garden in a different country with a totally different climate, learning all the different seasons, learning what I have to do and be prepared in tornado season. And yeah, these are all just things that you don't realize how much brain space it all takes up, and how much energy, and like you're forming all these new little neuro pathways, and that is all good. It's all good, and it's really worthwhile, and I'm glad and I'm grateful. But I need to remind myself of all the things that we've been able to do. I mean, even YouTube, like learning how to start a YouTube channel, learning how to edit videos. Like, technology is not my strong suit. Like, it really is not. I'm sorry, the sun is so glary right now. I know the lighting is not perfect, but this is the window of opportunity I have today to talk to you guys, because we have so many basketball commitments today. Anyway, we have, just so many basketball things today, photos and games, Hey, sweet girl. Hey. We gave her some minerals. We have had a few little things we've had to deal with her health. She got a diarrhea and she got the runs. I think the feed we were giving her, we've had to sort of adjust the feed and give her probiotics and give her a salt block. That helped. And a mineral block. Hey. Yeah, I wouldn't touch that. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it, baby. So, my encouragement to you today is look carefully. Take the time to review and count your wins, because they might just be more than you realize. They certainly were for me. When I stopped and assessed and looked, I was like, okay, there goes the first round of basketball. Husband's taking them to the first bit. We will be run. Oh, and also today, so yesterday we had my son turned 15 and it was on a bake day. So, and then we had little man go down with a fever and he was just really sick. And it's, it doesn't rain, but it pours. I know all of you guys have experienced that. That is just life, right? It happens to all of us. We have seasons where we're just like, wow, can somebody stop the train and let me off? I just need to stop. But life doesn't let you do that. You just got to keep going. So yeah, take the time to review. Have a look at what you have achieved and what has, the things you have learned. A lot of it is mental. It's taken a lot of emotional and mental energy to support and nurture my family through this transition. Some children have coped better than others, and it's just a reality that has been a big part of what has been tiring this year. And there's lots of wins for them too. They have opportunities here with things like basketball that we did not have in Australia. There is basketball in Australia, of course there is, but the opportunities that we have here in this area, as opposed to the opportunities we had where we lived, even when we were on the Sunshine Coast, there's just, it's a lot bigger here. Basketball is a lot bigger here, and they've loved that. They have loved that. My husband is a huge basketball fan, and to be able to support his boys wanting to do that, if the ones that do want to, and they don't have to, but the ones that want to, has been really, it's just a blessing, and it's a big upside, right? You got to look for the upsides, look for the good. So yeah, if you are feeling overwhelmed, let me know, because I think it is a very common thing. Or discouragement. Like, I think what I was feeling was discouragement. Just like, am I ever gonna get there? Like, I'm so busy and I don't feel like I'm achieving what I want to achieve. But when I looked back, I was like, man, I guess I have done quite a bit. And that's on top of homeschooling. This year I have 6 students, and which is the most I will have at any one time. But 6 students in high school through to learning to read, looking at graduating and what does that mean and what does that look like. So a lot of that takes a lot of time, learning the new climate, learning the new gardening, learning what it means to live here, learning what that looks like. What are you doing? So anyway, I was very glad my husband said that to me and made me pause and write it out, because I was like, wow, yeah, maybe we're not there just yet. Hey girlie, you're gonna get a shock. No, there's nothing in it, it's empty. She's sniffing at the bucket and the lead rope, but it's coming. Yep. Oh my goodness. Sweet girl, you're not allowed to do that. I know. I'm sorry. Baby. Yeah, I know. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. She's looking at me like I just bit her. I didn't do it, honey. Anyway, so I need to run inside and get a bakery order ready and get my children ready for the first basketball game. But I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And if you are discouraged, take a little minute and look at all the good that has come and all that you have achieved. And maybe it'll be a lot more than you think. I don't know, it was for me. So, all right, friends, sunshine and raindrops. And hopefully next time I speak to you, I won't sound like this. I will sound like me again. We'll see you soon.